Greetings, entrepreneurs, and welcome back to our boss or business readings. True entrepreneurial spirit. If you are new here, my name is Tracy. You are truly welcome. If you are returning, you are much appreciated, and I pray for you daily. Okay, so during our pre-shuffle, my meditation for this reading, we've got two cards, right? We have the Two of Swords, and we have the Seven of Cups. So a few things were coming up for me, thus for you. One is the indecisiveness that might be occurring, the energy because of the multiple options that are there, right? It can be a little overwhelming. Some of you may be afraid to make a choice. And you are encouraged to do a pros and cons list, or process of elimination. Those things that don't feel right, that seem right, don't seem to fit, and really narrowing it down, your options. Some of you may want to consider if an idea sparks joy, curiosity, motivation, and that disappears after a day or two. You may want to put it on the back burner and come back to that. If that energy is still there and it excites you, explore it a little bit more, okay? So that was for some of you. We have the full moon coming up here on the 17th, 2 days, right? I believe it's a partial eclipse. And so there's a lot of things at play here, and a lot of things that are going to be revealed, I believe. But there's got to be a willingness with this particular Two of Swords energy. There's got to be a willingness to be able to see things, okay? So if you're not quite in that place, that's okay, right? You can always come back to it. There is no rush in this. And that might actually be a deciding factor for you in which way you move. If you feel rushed, is that you, or is that the circumstance, right? Is it that ego, or is there a deadline that you feel like you need to approach, or maybe it has been put before you, something that you might need to accomplish? Okay, and for many of you, I was getting that this has to do with bringing on a partner for your business or hiring someone for your business. And for some of you, you have made some decisions in the past. You chose people that in the end, you're not quite so sure that it was the best option. And you may be a little afraid to make a decision on a person. Okay, you may have done the interviews, you may have narrowed it down, and you're just having a hard time choosing. Some of you, it's just been something that's hard for you to do, and you may be putting the whole process off, but you're being encouraged to really be willing to look here, because avoiding it is just going to cause you more anxiety, and it's going to prolong that discomfort and that pain. So do it afraid, okay? Do it afraid. And false evidence appearing real. Heard that a lot, said it a lot. So things that may feel real, it's often made up or embellished by our ego, right? Or our fear. So, and I really was feeling that for some of you, this is about nepotism, okay? Being very careful. Not to just hire people because you think they might be a friend, or you might be considering hiring a friend or a family member. Now, in some situations, it's truly a good thing, but it's really noteworthy to take place, to not be blinded by a relationship that's already there, or by good intentions, okay? You need to weigh every candidate equally, okay? That's the only way to really move forward and retain the peace and advancement that you want. Now, obviously, that's not going to be for everybody, but I feel like there's some rose-colored glasses on. There's almost an unwillingness to see clearly, because you may already have made a decision without giving everybody a fair chance, right? And you're being encouraged to give things a fair chance. Look beneath the hood, okay? Look under the surface, because there may be someone who at first glance doesn't appear to be a good fit, but after talking with them more and giving them a chance, things will be revealed about them, okay? To help you make the most informed decision, right? And really look at all of your options, whether or not this is to hire someone, this is if you're going to advance in something, whatever that might be for you, to really take a good look, in-depth look, impartial look at your options. Some will start to really stand out to you as being, they might look like beautiful roses, but the thorns are bigger than the roses. Okay, so be really careful here. And this doesn't matter if this is your first employee you're hiring or you've hired 50 million employees, right? It's always be careful, okay? And be careful with favoritism as well, right? Stop and think about, how would you feel in a place like that if favoritism is shown and due process and consideration is not taken? It can be really painful and cause a lot of division within your company or your agency. Okay, beloved, now we're going to jump into our reading. For some of you, this pre-shuffle meditation is going to tie right into the reading. For some of you, it's a standalone message that you need to hear, okay? So I would encourage you, if you like any part of this, to hit that like and subscribe button to help a growing channel. I know many people watch without hitting subscribe, and it's really, really important that you do that. So this helps the algorithm. Otherwise, it kind of dies out and people aren't going to get the messages they need to hear. Okay, and jump into our reading. Do a little bit of shuffling here. I'd like to know where you're from. What kind of business are you thinking about starting, or have you been engaged with in quite some time? Where are you at? What are your needs? Feel free to share in the comments below. Would love to support you. Okay, Spirit, you are truly welcome in this space. I would invite you to invite in your spirit team to help you get a little perspective on things. Maybe get some deeper insights. Definitely be tapping into your intuition to get more of a personal message, to get more of an in-depth message. It's really important to strengthen and enhance our intuition, especially if you've questioned it before or haven't trusted it before. It is your guide. All right, Spirit, what does our viewer, our boss, entrepreneur, need to know at this time? Okay, we got 2 cards jumping out. All right, what else? All right, I feel like that one. All right, so we have the Fool card. Beautiful, right? New beginnings and okay. I almost feel like for those of you that this message is going to tie, this pre-message about hiring, about weighing pros and cons, really ties into this already, because I feel like it's asking you not just for a new beginning in your business. So for a lot of you, you have been in business for a while. Maybe you have multiple businesses. Maybe it's had a lull. There's a new, fresh perspective with this that you are going to take on. It's almost going to be offered to you during this full moon, this eclipse period. There's going to be an unveiling, a revealing of motives, intentions, values. And for some of you, this is going to come in through a tower moment. Some of you have been through a tower moment. And actually, the last reading, there was a tower. So I would love to know how this resonates for you. It's perfect with this new beginning attitude, right? Just being willing to go a little deeper with things and see what's under that hood, to really see beyond appearances. Because you would want someone to do that for you. So you are being asked to do that for other people. And actually, what's coming up is the Fool, or in some cases, some people believe historically that the Fool was also like a court jester, right? Someone who would dress up, very, very wise, but somebody who would do practical jokes, a lot of sarcasm. Obviously to be funny, but there's also some deviousness underneath for some, not all. They could skate on the acceptable versus unacceptable, right? Within the court. So some of you, and they would be judged on what they're wearing. They dress that way purposely, right? But that doesn't mean people took the time to get to know them. Some of them judged, right? And judged on stereotypical attitudes and personality traits, maybe even deviousness of someone who was the Fool. So, not to say that that's who you are or that's who you're going to hire, but keep that in mind too. When you think maybe you know something, don't gloss over it. Follow that gut feeling that maybe you need to dig a little deeper into something. That is really important. Okay. Next we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah. This new chapter for you, whether or not you are starting a new business or you're really in it. And I'm really feeling like this is something you've been in for a while. This could be something that you're just taking to the next level, because maybe you've done it solo. Maybe you've done it with just a little bit of part-time help, and you're looking to really expand and move forward. So this new chapter for you, really it's a love offer. Okay, that's what's coming to mind. It's something that is going to bring some deeper appreciation about yourself and about how your journey has brought you to this place. I see a lot of happy tears going on, right? Just revelation and healing all rolled into one. And some of it is going to be from this eclipse energy, right? Of unveiling some things that are long lost to you. I'm almost seeing the Six of Cups in a way, but it's nostalgia about yourself, falling in love with yourself, your gifts, your talents, and really understanding in a deeper way just how much you are enveloped into your business. I don't mean invested. I don't mean effort, time, and resources. I mean the beautiful things about yourself, your creativity, your inspiration, the deep parts of yourself are about to be exposed, but through your work. Okay, it's almost like lovingly looking at a piece of clay that you have created, right? It's almost like spirit with each person who's created. They are made to be beautiful and exceptional, right? They are divine and unique. Okay, we don't use our uniqueness in being human, right? We each have our own fingerprints, our own DNA within the divine. So there's something precious and beautiful about to be revealed about yourself. And I really feel like this is self-discovery. Okay. And there's offers, little offers, whether or not you're out in nature, whether or not you're reading a spreadsheet. There's these offers to really dive deeper into yourself and into other people. Okay, so this process of hiring someone new, whether or not it's your first person or your 50th, there's something in here that's going to challenge you and invigorate you. It's going to feel very natural. I just feel this gentle, peaceful breeze, this sigh from within. Like things are just going to feel right. They may not initially, because you need to be willing to see. And there's a reason you're not willing to see. So beloved, I would really start there. If you're not really able to put your finger on what it is that doesn't feel right, write it down, okay? And I think there's two trains of thought here, right? We have our mindset with our swords. And there's a fear there, right? That maybe one decision might be wrong, but is it that, or is it more a two of pentacles where you can have your cake and eat it too, where you're juggling two beautiful things? You don't have to choose one or the other. This is not polarity. This is not duality. There might be more than one right decision, but you're limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, and we have the Death card. So some of you, I'm seeing cycles trying to resurface, all right? Almost like you get this really beautiful energy. You move forward in confidence and things feel peaceful. And then maybe out of the blue, you might feel a little bit of despondency, a little bit of depression, a little bit of anxiety that things are going to resurface and they're going to go back. So you may feel like, oh, I knew it. I can't eat my cake, have my cake and eat it too. When really in reality, it's go ahead and add more frosting. It's okay. It's just going to feel this way because our past, our present, and our future, our timelines in the 5D don't matter, right? Time is irrelevant, but here it matters. So it may feel like you can't dream. It may feel like a repeat cycle, but all it really is something that you have laid to rest or thought you have laid to rest may kind of resurface a little bit. I see just like this gray smoke coming in and kind of enveloping you. But all you have to do is step out of that and you'll see the sun. Okay, so don't be afraid of this. This is not another tower moment. This isn't something being snatched from you or to prove that what you're doing or who you are is not worth anything. That couldn't be further from the truth. This is the chance to blossom where you are by going deeper. Okay, stay grounded, stay centered, really in being in the moment. Okay, no matter what you're doing. I just see humming. Okay, try humming. If your thoughts get really out of whack, it kind of it interrupts that thought pattern and puts you on a different vibration, which then helps you to shift things. Humming or singing, maybe even whistling. Okay, so that's very beautiful and very encouraging. I just feel like when you face this and you say, no, this isn't true. This is not a failure. This is not going to be a repeat of the past. By challenging that, you are letting that light in, and this will dissipate, and you will feel so much more at peace. You'll feel that fear subside. Okay. And I just feel like by you facing that truth, you are piercing all of the lies and you are separating the negative from the positive and clearing yourself a new path. All right. That's what that feels like. And that through that attitude adjustment too, there is a invitation for more abundance. Okay. Because you are bringing it in. It's going to raise your vibration. And I think you're going to get more ideas for your business. You're going to get some creative ways to handle some difficult situations, whether or not it's how to ship things or how to handle customer complaints. Maybe it's putting in a new process that's going to make things a little more easier for you. All right, let's get a little bit more insight here. All right, Spirit, what else does our boss or entrepreneur need to know? Okay, this one came flying out. Yeah, for the Four of Pentacles. So some of you need to definitely let some of that thinking go, some of that concepts of money. So you are going to be challenged on how you look at money and how you invest it in your business. Are you giving yourself a salary? You may be thinking, I can't afford that. But I think you're being challenged to look at that differently. Is that really true, or does that just appear true? And really understanding your worth and your value as a business owner. All right. Are you paying yourself enough with time, effort, energy, money? Right? Are you being good to your body as well? Because you need, obviously, your body, right? To do the work, to move forward. Whether or not you are just managing or you are hands in the dirt, working side by side with your people. Really being willing to invest, having your hand in everything, but still being able to delegate, if that makes any sense. So you are aware of every facet of your business. You are growing this, this is yours. Or you have built it and it's time to start thinking about the legacy that you have left or are leaving. No matter where you are at in that, you're being encouraged to kind of let go without letting go, right? So don't grasp like this with your hands that things have to go a certain way, or this is the way we've done it. And this is the way it has to continue. No, there's a new chapter coming in. There's a rebirth coming in. And you need to let go just a little bit to allow spirit to show you other options, to be willing and able to see things beyond their surface. All right, let's see if there's a final message spirit has for our entrepreneurs. What else does our entrepreneurs need to know at this time? Yeah, like appearances. You might be afraid to do or have some contract workers, or have some of you may want to consider bringing people on as a volunteer type position to get to know them. Some of you might want to consider that. All right, what do we got? We have the Tower, and we have, okay, the Eight of Cups came out as well. All right, so we have that Tower again, and I really feel like this is just a reiteration of what we said earlier. This came down to give you the option to see. It is an option. It is a choice to see, and to see clearly. And then we have the Eight of Cups, right? Everybody knows this is about walking away from that which does not serve you. Headed into the light. So it hasn't served you. So we have the 7 and 8 of Cups, all right? The options, and then realizing what's here doesn't work. Or you'll be choosing that one cup, that one offer that stands out to you, that feels right, and you're taking it and walking away in that path, being willing to learn, being willing to be wrong, right? Failure is it really failure? Failure is the chance to learn, to reflect, to start over. So here you're facing away from, right? And with a blindfold, not willing to see. And here you're walking right into it, exposing those things about you, about your business, about your people, so that you can grow. I would encourage some of you, whether or not it's just yourself or you have a large staff, of really thinking about how to start your mornings off at work. Whether or not you allow people to come in for the first 15 minutes, they're meditating, they're stretching, they're sharing affirmations with each other, whatever it might be, okay? You are being encouraged to bring in a chance to start people's day off on the right foot, even if they started it off on the wrong foot at their home, right? Before they came in, just to kind of help set the tone and give people that chance to settle in, right? So then that way you can be more productive when you're in a happier, peaceful place, right? More clear-headed, more able to make decisions. And encourage that for yourself as well. Okay. Try to do things a little differently, and being willing to do things that feel different and that are a little uncomfortable. Yeah. All right, beloved entrepreneur, this has been it for your reading. I would truly love to know how this resonates. Again, hit that like and subscribe so this can get out to others. I'd love to know again about your business, how this resonates for you, and how you're doing overall. Have a fabulous week and stay grounded.